When you first thought about the possibility of making a Star Wars project, what did you know for sure that you wanted to do? And on the other hand, what did you absolutely know that you didn't want to do?
I definitely wanted to tell a story about the bad guys. I just have always related with villains. I don't know what that means about me. Probably something dark-sided, but I thought that would be really cool. Anakin's redemption at the end of Return of the Jedi, I think, is one of the most touching moments in George's creation. So I wanted to kind of explore that. I knew I wanted to explore the samurai genre and martial arts, and I knew that I definitely didn't want to touch on the Skywalker saga or the Empire and the Resistance, Rebellion. I feel like the men who are exploring that in the other Disney Plus shows are doing a fantastic job of that. So I felt like that part of the timeline was something I didn't want to mess with at all.
Because I think that all the live action TV shows and movies until now have been set in between this 70-year gap.
Yes.
So why did you think that the High Republic was the perfect fit for the Acolyte, for this story?
I think that a lot of Star Wars is the underdog versus the institution. So I thought it would be cool to set the show when the Jedi are at the height of their power. So they're the institution, a benevolent one, but they're still outnumber the bad guys. So the bad guys become the underdogs. So that dynamic felt like the best way to explore a story that humanizes the villains.
Before you were talking about tackling the samurai genre,
yes.
When I was talking to Rainis, he told me that in the pitch you said that it was Frozen meets Kill Bill. So I wanted to know, how does that fusion work? How did it work when working on the show? And which other references did you have when thinking about the show?
Well, I started with Frozen.
That's a good start.
As you do. It was a movie that really meant a lot to me. You know, I have two sisters. Like, I understand that relationship. I understand how loving it is, but I also understand how complicated it is. The Kill Bill came afterward because I wanted to move into the wuxia samurai genre. I thought it would be really cool because, like I said, the Jedi being at the height of their power, they're not necessarily pulling out their lightsabers every second because they don't need to. So hand-to-hand combat felt really fun to me. But in our show, they do eventually have to pull out their lightsabers. At a point, they're like, enough is enough. We've got to take these, I was going to say motherfuckers down, but you can bleep that out.
We don't need to, don't worry.
Okay,